Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy blackmails Carter over one-night stand with Daphne. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, will kick off her efforts to seduce Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, during the week of January 20 to 24. But just how far will this plan go? Daphne has no qualms about pursuing Carter and could potentially land in bed with him down the road. If Daphne is as irresistible as she thinks she is, then Carter may cave in and have a one-night stand with her. Of course, panicked regret could follow if Carter realizes he screwed up and still wants to salvage his relationship with Hope Logan, Annika Noel. This could give Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, the leverage she needs to undo all the LLC takeover drama. Steffy could eventually reveal that Daphne is her Forrester plant and explain that this has all been one big scheme. Perhaps Steffy will blackmail Carter over his hookup with Daphne and vow to tell Hope about it unless he surrenders Forrester power. Once Carter sees that Daphne's interest in him is fake, he may be even more desperate to hang on to Hope. Plus, Carter won't want to hurt Hope after all the grand promises of love and loyalty that he's made her. Carter might ultimately decide the best option here is to file the proper LLC paperwork and put the company back in the Forresters' hands. That could leave Hope wondering why Carter made such an abrupt change of heart, but he might pretend he just realized it was the right thing to do. However, there's no guarantee Steffy would keep her mouth shut once Forrester power was restored. Steffy could go against the deal they made and still get her revenge by exposing the whole ugly story to Hope in the end. Whatever the case, B&B fans can expect Hope and Carter's relationship to come with some shockers in the coming months. Thanks to Steffy and Daphne's partnership, major trouble is brewing that could affect Carter and Hope's future as a couple. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Hope and Carter could be headed for a split down the road, so stick with us for more romantic predictions and updates on all the chaotic news to come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy blackmails Carter over one-night stand with Daphne. The winds of scandal are blowing hard through the halls of Forrester Creations, and Steffy Forrester is at the center of the storm. Known for her quick wit and her ability to strategize in both business and personal matters, Steffy is about to show a side of her that few people have seen. In an unexpected twist, Steffy begins a high-stakes game of manipulation, leveraging a secret that could change everything for Carter Walton. What could possibly have put the typically composed Carter in such a vulnerable position? The answer is a one-night stand with none other than Daphne, a mysterious woman whose connection to Carter could bring devastation to the lives of those he holds dear. The setup, the secret unveiled. For months, Carter Walton has been trying to keep his private life under wraps. The seasoned lawyer has been a reliable figure at Forrester Creations, deeply devoted to his work, and even to his romantic relationships, especially with Katie Logan. But Carter's past is about to catch up with him, and it will have serious ramifications. Steffy, always a keen observer, had been suspicious for some time. When she notices a shift in Carter's behavior, a nervousness, a lingering guilt, her intuition tells her that something isn't right. Ever the strategic thinker, Steffy does some digging, and what she uncovers is nothing short of explosive. A one-night stand between Carter and Daphne, a woman with whom Carter had shared a fleeting, yet undeniably passionate encounter. Daphne, a woman who is as enigmatic as she is alluring, has managed to stay mostly out of the spotlight. But Steffy is not one to leave loose ends hanging, and she begins to uncover more about Daphne, even enlisting the help of some unexpected ally. Steffy versus Carter. Steffy's first move is to confront Carter, but she's not interested in just asking him for answers. Oh no, Steffy knows the value of power, and this is an opportunity to wield it. At first, Carter is caught completely off guard. The information Steffy has gathered on him is damning. Details of that fateful night with Daphne that Carter had hoped would stay buried. He thought the secret was his alone, but Steffy, ever resourceful, has become his worst nightmare. Is it true, Carter? Did you really spend the night with Daphne? Steffy demands, her eyes cold, her tone unwavering. Carter, typically the calm, collected professional, is rattled. He stumbles over his words, trying to deny it, but Steffy already knows the truth. She's seen the texts, the images, the evidence. This is no ordinary accusation. This is a blow that could break his relationship with Katie and tear apart his professional reputation. At first, Carter attempts to defend himself, explaining the encounter as a mere mistake, a moment of weakness. But Steffy isn't buying it. She understands human frailty better than most, but she also knows that power is often seized through moments of vulnerability, and Carter has given her just that. You can try to explain it away, Carter, but I know the truth. Steffy smirks, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of triumph and amusement. The blackmail, a desperate gamble. With the truth now in her hands, Steffy has a difficult choice ahead of her. Does she use the secret to her advantage, or does she keep it buried to avoid the fallout? But for Steffy, the answer is simple. If there's one thing she's learned from her tumultuous history, it's that power must always be maintained, and right now, Carter is at her mercy. She begins to devise her plan, and what starts as a quiet passive-aggressive maneuver quickly evolves into something far more daring: blackmail. Steffy sends Carter a chilling message that she has no intention of letting this secret slip. Not unless Carter plays by her rules. The stakes are high. The Forrester empire is in the midst of several important negotiations, and Carter's role as the family lawyer is essential. But with his dirty little secret hanging over his head, his focus begins to waver. Steffy, sensing his unease, uses her leverage to get what she wants. It's not money or power that Steffy is after. She has more than enough of both already. No, Steffy wants something far more delicious: control. Her blackmail demands are simple, but no less threatening. Steffy insists that Carter sever ties with Katie, their relationship too risky to keep intact with the looming shadow of his betrayal. She also orders him to back her in an upcoming boardroom battle against Ridge Forrester, ensuring that she gains the upper hand in the Forrester business. If Carter refuses, she'll go public with the scandal, destroying everything he's worked so hard to build. The very foundation of his life will crumble. Carter's struggle, will he break? Carter is now stuck in an impossible situation. His heart tells him to come clean to Katie, to face the consequences of his actions. But his mind, clouded by the consequences of losing everything, keeps him bound by Steffy's demands. What's more, Carter isn't sure how far Steffy is willing to go in her quest for power. Will she really expose him, or is she bluffing? Torn between his guilt, his loyalty to Katie, and the pressure Steffy is placing on him, Carter begins to unravel. He knows that he can't keep up the charade for long, but every move he makes feels like it could lead to ruin. And yet, the dark allure of Steffy's control is undeniable. She's a master manipulator, and Carter is finding it increasingly difficult to resist her grasp. The fallout? A Game of Thrones in the Forrester family. As the weeks progress, tensions rise, and the Forrester family is drawn into a tangled web of secrets, lies, and power struggles. Steffy, who once appeared to be a mere player in the grand Forrester drama, is now firmly in control. She uses the leverage over Carter to further her own ambitions, even while playing the role of the innocent hurt party. Ridge, Brooke, and others are none the wiser to the game Steffy is playing, but they will soon be swept up in the fallout. Katie, unaware of Carter's betrayal, becomes suspicious of his increasing distance and strange behavior. Will she discover the truth? And if she does, what will that mean for her relationship with Carter? Can Carter redeem himself in her eyes, or will Steffy's blackmail destroy everything he holds dear? The final twist. a web of betrayal and redemption. The drama is far from over, and as the blackmail intensifies, alliances shift, secrets unravel, and the power dynamics within the Forrester family are forever changed. Steffy's game may have started with Carter, but it's clear that she has much bigger plans in mind.